This is the JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe.
We got a bison going.
Oh, yeah. Let me get some popcorn.
Park rangers are yet again reminding the public to give wildlife their space.
We need to get a snow globe of a buffalo and, with a person in the air and the pants.
All the snow are people.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
It's almost like a Matrix thing. With
it's
bodies.
Like people in blood drops.
Remember when he was fighting all the, who's the guy in the black suits? I forget his name.
Neo?
No, the guy that always said Mr. Anderson.
Oh, Agent
the
Smith?
agent. Agent Smith. Remember when they were having that fight and he was twirling that pole?
Kinda.
In the courtyard?
Kinda.
So so Neo could be the buffalo and all the bodies are the agents, but they're just badly dressed tourists.
Okay.
Dude, that's awesome. I'm writing that down.
Okay. They're going to be like fanny packs, Birkenstocks,
We're going to be rich.
Cool. All right. A woman from upstate South Carolina was seriously injured by a bison.
Good.
83-year-old woman from Greenville gored by a bison June 1st at Yellowstone. The bison, just being a bison, defending its space, came within a few feet of the woman and lifted her about a foot off the ground.
Oof.
He was like, "Recognize, bitch." After being transported to a clinic, the unidentified woman was then taken on the $30,000 helicopter ride.
I always think when you're up there getting med flighted, you should be able to say, "Hey, I'm paying $30,000 for this. Can you take a few laps around Old Faithful?
Take me to the Grand Canyon.
Can you
quick.
just run me over the Grand Canyon real quick? I swear to God, the insurance will cover it. Can we just run around there twice?"
We don't know what her condition is right now, but it can't be good if you're 83 and a bison's horns is lifting you a few feet off the ground.
Oh, God, dude. That's a rag doll.
Yeah. In the release, park officials reminded visitors, it is your responsibility to respect safety regulations and view wildlife from a safe distance. Move away from wildlife if they approach you. So there you go. Every year.
I will say in defense of the lady, there are buffalo everywhere.
Yeah.
We ride our Harleys through them, and you hope for the best.
Yeah.
You hope for the best. They're laying around everywhere, and they do what they want.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can't avoid it. So I do feel bad for somebody like that. The people that walk up to pet it, I hope they get what they deserve. Because you're being a moron.
Do you remember how far away you're supposed to stay from a bison?
60 yards.
25 yards.
25 yards.
Yeah. And at least 100 yards away from bears and wolves.
Yeah, I mean, this one, when somebody's trying to pet it or they're walking up to get a selfie with it, I always hope you lose badly.
Yeah.
Because they can run 40 miles an hour.
They're so fast.
Yeah, they're really fast.
Yeah, when they're motivated.
They're 2,000-pound animals. They run 40 miles an hour.
It's crazy.
Yeah. You don't want to screw with it. Sometimes, like I said, you ride alongside of them or through them. You're like, just one time, get me out of this, get me through here.
Yeah, well, that last year
moving.
when we were in Custer, there was a bunch of them, and I don't know, they were not more than a couple yards from the road, and they were moving, and they had babies with them.
Right.
So what are you supposed to do? Because you're on the wildlife loop, and you can't.
I know.
So you have to stay on the road, and you just gotta hope that you don't make eye contact with them, and they come after your car.
You're not the one that day.
Right. So that I get. But
Yep.
Then there was a bunch of them laying around and all these people walking up the hill to get a closer selfie.
Yeah, the orcas are mad. The buffalo are angry.
Yeah.
The moose are angry.
Yeah.
I think they're sick of our bullshit.
Yeah, I'm sick of it too.
Well, then you got rut. So, they're it's like nature's roid rage.
Yeah.
Back in the days when we were single, us dudes at Mendota Beach Club, we'd be in rut. Man, we could smell that Dolce & Gabbana, and we were just hot and ready to mate.
Gabbana.
Huh?
Dolce Gabbana.
Dolce Gabbana. Hey.
Oh, no.
Well, I hope the old broad's all right. I mean, that sounds pretty terrifying to me.
Yeah, well, some family vacation that is.
Yeah.
Damn.
That sucks.
Granny, go pet that buffalo.
Yeah, don't. I mean,
we need the inheritance.
Keep your distance if you can, and if not, don't make eye contact. I don't know what to tell you.
Did the buffalo start moving towards them, and the whole family ran and just left Grandma there?
Mm-hmm. Well, don't turn your back on it, so you know where it's at and how it's moving. I mean, there's little things you can do, but it's. Let me tell you about these. These parks are busy.
Yeah,
there's effing people everywhere, man. And that's great. They're beautiful. I mean, Yellowstone's amazing. It's one of the most amazing places on earth, but it's in the amount of people is insane, and I guess you can't protect everybody. So we're gonna have great stories like this.
I know. See, Everest winding down, Yellowstone ramping up.
But there are
timing.
There are ways to give yourself a better chance.
Yeah,
and that is the distance thing I guess you're talking about. But yeah, the do we have a fantasy buffalo goring league?
I suppose that you could call it that.
Wouldn't it be cool if we knew some of the famous buffalo had names? We could give them names and bet on them.
Yeah, we were like, old number 32, he's got quite a few of them tourists.
Man, last year he's lost his snit 3 times and got his horn in a couple of legs.
You can recognize him because there's a permanent piece of windbreaker attached to his face.
Nobody can get close enough. To fish it off.
People, relax.
What a complete waste
We are killing it online. Have you guys checked the comments?
of cyberspace.
Smoke That Skin Wagon says, you guys are killing it.
The JJO Morning Show Podcast.
We're internet sensations.
Workman's relief for whatever the job throws at you, like THC products derived from legal hemp to help you relax after a long day or just chill over the weekend. No need to drive out of state to get your THC products. Order yours at workmansrelief.com.
Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.
For the JJO Morning Show 640 Sex Fix. Talk dirty to me, please.
Please be a sponsor.
Sex Fix brought to you by Union Spin Club, Johnson Creek. Check out unionspinclub.com.
Never heard of those mofos.
Heidi's pretty cool.
Spinning. Nicole, how are you?
Good morning. I'm fine.
What the hell is going on? I never know what's going on.
Well, I know you guys don't like talking politics. I know that. But I really got to run this by you. I need your advice.
Great.
What's up?
Okay. So I've been dating this guy. I really like him, and we're getting along very well. We've actually had sex twice.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. Really great. But then the next time we went out, he started bringing up Trump really heavily, like supporting Trump.
Wave. Hello, Captain.
And just obnoxious about it. And I tell you what, now I don't want to touch him.
Wrong.
Sex is great. I don't even want to.
Be funny. They're at dinner, and the dude keeps going, "Hello, Captain," to the maitre d'.
Hello, Captain.
What if he calls his penis Captain?
Oh, no.
Hello, Captain.
I know a lot about wind.
Hey, Nicole. Look. So you've had sex twice. So we've established that he's grabbed you by the P word. So we've got that going.
I'm
for us.
very proud of myself.
So we have that going on, right?
Yes.
So you don't think he deserves your everything you stand for, because
You're fired.
He's not what you stand for. Is this? I'm trying to get a bead on this. Is this correct? So this is like liberal versus Republican deal breaker.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's not attractive to me.
There it
it's
is.
not an attractive thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, gotcha. So every time you will have sex with him, you're going to see Donald Trump's face.
Well, I think that they just become less attractive.
You remember James Carville? Who was he married to? That Mary or Madeline?
Yeah.
And I mean, they were at each other's throats on talk shows.
Yeah.
But they get paid a lot of money too.
Right.
But I mean, they make it work. Shared values. Shared values. You know what? She's a big old lesbo, and I'm a big old hetero, but we got some common ground.
That's a little different, bro.
What? Oh, it is?
Pretty different.
Well, it's humans loving other humans.
Well, and I think, too, I get it. Like, I have a feeling it was a surprise to her. Sometimes it's a surprise. Like, you think you know somebody, and then you don't.
Oh.
And you're like, oh, I didn't realize that was your camp.
You know, isn't crossing the line like wearing a Trump hat to dinner?
I don't know.
That's not fair.
I don't really.
You say nobody gets to wear the other guy's T-shirt. You know, just as like common ground. You got to find something common.
If you want
to, you talk to people that support Trump, they never stop talking about it.
Right.
Well, I know some liberals that won't shut their pie holes either,
right.
but that's a whole different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now that's the problem. It's like that's the problem today. It's like everybody's got to be right. Nobody can actually learn something from somebody.
Right, and it was cool when he didn't talk about it, and now he's talking about it, and now it sucks.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean,
I get it.
Well, if you're preaching and it's angry, yeah. I mean, what's that?
You know, or it would be like if all of a sudden somebody was all like Jesus-y and you were not. It'd be like,
Great example. That's
you know
the other
I mean?
thing. As a lesbo and a hetero, we have Jesus in common.
Jesus loves us.
So was it anger? I mean, did you was he preachy and then you got pissy? What happened?
Well, it was not so much anger as it was just persistence and insistence on, you know, defending him at for everything,
right.
and you know, and it was just too much. And again, like Johnny said, I didn't know that he was like. I didn't know that you know he was a supporter.
I know. Yeah. And then you're like, oh, no.
God,
right.
The energy people put into this.
Everything's perfect.
It's exhausting.
Then, oh, no.
It's exhausting.
Yeah.
It's exhausting just listening to you talk about you talking about it.
Well, because because you're in a whole nother realm now. Because you thought there was this, like, ability to communicate and go through life and, like, not be highly irritated, and now that's gone.
Right.
Because, yeah.
So it's like it's like gout.
Because you can't ask for it not to be talked about because that wish will never be granted. It will always be talked about.
At least not for the next, 6 months.
Dude.
Everything's got to be psychoanalyzed.
Yeah.
Totally.
Right, exactly. And you're in the new stages of it. So, goddamn, it's going to be a long ride. Hell no.
That's why I called you guys, because I'm like, oh no, I just found this out, and now we're at the beginning of this cycle. You know, of election. I was like,
well, if you're gonna,
it's not gonna get better.
You're gonna have to agree to agree and table the conversation. It's impossible.
That low swinging D better be freaking amazing to put up with that. Are you kidding me?
That better be a Louisville Slugger.
Yeah, you better be squirting 9 ways to Sunday. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Otherwise, it ain't there. No. There better be breakfast made. There better be. No.
Yeah, I mean, you're not dating Trump, although it might feel like you're dating Trump.
Well, and it's like it's just fatigued. I don't want to hear about it.
I know.
Don't want to hear about it.
Right,
I know.
Right.
I think we're happier because we don't talk about it.
Right.
And we don't talk even about it at our house.
No.
I just want it to be over. Don't you just? What's the percentage of people? What's the percentage of people in this country that just want it to be over?
Yeah, nothing dries up a vagina quicker than freaking talking about politics, dude.
Let me timestamp
and
that.
that's what I was going to say. It's not even about compromising. It's like I'm not even, you're drying me up. I'm not even interested.
Hell yeah.
The year of the dry vagina.
Even ask for a compromise.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
For sure.
Well, that ought to scare a bunch of guys listening. The year of the dry vagina. 2024.
For sure, dude.
Yep. Go ahead. Keep it up.
Just talk about it with your buddies.
These are real vaginas belonging to real people.
Speaking.
Talking about a real problem.
The vagina has the floor.
Man. Man, if that vagina could talk.
That's really good. Really good. I have to go now.
I'm going to wipe that off. Wipe that off the wall.
Oh no.
Well,
that's disappointing, but whatever. At least it was only twice. There's not a lot of time invested. You can cut it loose and move on.
Think of it. I'm trying to give you a different perspective on it. I mean, Trump's not even a real Republican. I mean, you're just talking about a fill-in-the-blank guy. He's even said he's not a Republican. Anyways.
None of that's even the point.
No, that's not even the point. I don't even know what I was trying to do there. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I like listening to opposite ideas. I mean, not for very long, though. I mean, I'm not, closed off enough. I don't want to hear something different or consider something, but not over dinner. You know what I'm saying?
And not on the way to the bedroom.
Oh, right.
None of that's even the point, because let's be honest, people are not interested in absorbing new information.
Oh, that's a fact.
So that's why it's frustrating. And I know there's a lot of women's folks that are just tired of it. Really, really freaking tired of it.
I assume
and we're tired of having stuff explained to us like we're simple. It's just irritating.
What percentage of households do you think in America are off limits to politics?
A lot.
It has to be
a lot
more than they want to admit.
Yeah.
Because there's no way that every household is lockstep. There's just no way. So people are doing it. Clearly, people are doing it.
Yeah.
And as far as you not wanting to touch him, I mean, if he'll shut up for the 2 good minutes, you're just going to have to agree to disagree and move on, man. I know you're not the first.
Cut it loose. There's.
It's weird that once you now know, you don't want to see him naked. That's a first.
Oh no.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, you got to be in love. You got to see if you're in love first. She's in lust right now.
It's early.
It's early.
Yeah, I mean, we're a good date. He's a good date, but I no.
Exactly.
I love the way you say it.
Exactly.
I know. Listen, you calm down over there, Tammy Baldwin. You calm down over there.
Here's your sign. Sometimes the universe speaks to you.
Hey, by the way,
listen.
No, this can't be Tammy Baldwin. She's with a guy. I forgot.
I'm Nicole.
All right. All right. Well, I hope you. I hope you get a second chance. I hope you get. You get a grace period. I mean, hey man, how many times do you have to date a bunch of dudes to get to this guy that you semi-like? God, I'd hate to be dating right now.
Yeah, no. She already knows. She's already cut him loose. Her vag is dry like the friggin' desert.
Dude, the vag is waving the white flag.
Yeah, she's like, no, I'm out of here.
They had the Treaty of Versailles?
Yeah.
We're going to have the Treaty of that Vagina.
Yeah. That Vagina.
The Treaty of Vagine. Hear you. I do declare.
Oh, no.
Proclamation of the Treaty of Vagine is ratified. Yes.
All the people.
All the dry vaginas on one side. Yeah, that's our.
I love it.
All right, man. I love it when we rewrite history. I love new history. I love new history.
Fantastic.
All right. Well,
good luck with your
call me and
pursuit.
I never hear back. I'd love to hear what happens in a month. I would love to hear.
I already know the future.
Yeah. If you were a betting woman, is he around in 4 weeks?
He ain't around in a week.
You're asking me?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Okay, you're right. You called it.
Yeah.
Politics.
She was already tapped out. She just wanted to make sure she wasn't being a dick about it, and you ain't being a dick. That's a fine boundary to draw.
Thank you.
Well,
Thank you.
Yeah.
follow your heart, and your dry vagina will follow. I've said it a million times. Actually, I've only said it once. That was the first time.
We thought uploading to the cloud was something completely different. The JJO Morning Show Podcast.
Workman's relief for whatever the job throws at you, like THC products derived from legal hemp. These are legit delicious. Free shipping with products over $75. Order yours at workmansrelief.com for whatever the job throws at you.
Johnny and D, JJO.
Okay, so that Michigan dude gained notoriety last week for attending a virtual court hearing from his vehicle. The hearing was about a suspended license. So he was driving while his license was suspended. The judge's reaction to the absurdity of the whole sitch was, I think, what most people were very pleased with. Corey was parking. He's like, I need just a sec to park. But he was driving for a while before that happened. He claims that there was a big misunderstanding and he was allowed to drive. So at the end of it, he had to report to the jail, I think by 6 p.m. that night, or they were going to issue a bench warrant.
Jesus.
So I do have part of the original interaction that Corey Harris, that was his name, had with a judge. It all went viral. We covered it. I'm sure you've seen it all over the faceplant machine. And then we have Corey here explaining his side of the sitch.
Mr. Harris, are you driving?
Actually, I'm pulling into my doctor's office, actually.
This is a driving while license suspended?
That is correct, Your Honor.
And he was just driving, and he didn't have a license.
They were supposed to have lifted it 2 years ago, but they didn't. It's very embarrassing. And with the type of ties that I have with the church and the community, it's very embarrassing.
Okay. So, well, even without a license, you probably shouldn't be Zooming while you're driving.
Yep.
I mean, so
your court hearing.
You're still gonna whatever it is for. So that's strike one.
Yeah.
So that's not great. That's a bad look.
Yeah.
But I mean, it would have looked better if he would have been Zooming at home about whether it was a clerical error or not about driving on a suspended license. What a weird story.
It is. Yeah.
So how does America feel?
So Secretary of State records show that his license was first suspended in 2010 for unpaid child support in Saginaw County. Then in 2022, court records show that a judge rescinded that suspension, allowing Harris to drive again. But it appears that information never got to the Secretary of State, where even as of Thursday afternoon, Harris's license still was listed as suspended.
Yeah, but isn't it kind of worth it to be famous now?
I don't know.
I mean, he could start a fan club or I don't know.
I mean, it's not like he's Bad Baby. He ain't going to get that big.
Maybe his face on a I saw his face. I mean, it'd be funny on a coffee mug or. I don't know.
He is on a meme.
I don't know what
he's already meme famous.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's something. More famous than we'll ever be.
Well, yeah, that's fine. I'm not worried about that. Totally cool. You have that.
Oh.
All right. There is a new roadside attraction, and I know how you are with roadside attractions.
Well, it depends.
Yeah, I know. Your anti-corn museum. Okay. There's one that's opened up in Williams, Arizona. It's right on Route 66. Have you ever done the Route 66 thing? That seems right up your alley.
No, I haven't. But I'll certainly pencil that in.
Yeah, don't.
Is the world's largest fish on Route 66? No.
It's in these pants.
Good.
Most people who visit are on their way to the Grand Canyon. It's about 60 miles south of the Grand Canyon. But the Grand Canyon has stiff competition right now. It's the world's largest poop museum.
Oh.
Open in downtown Williams. It's fossilized dinosaur poops.
Well, that sounds kind of fun.
Hell yeah. Coprolite is what the term for fossilized poop is. Coprolite.
Okay.
They've got around 8,000 pieces in their collection, including the largest ever found. It's a 2-foot-long butte.
Are we still talking about the dinosaur?
It's linked to a T-Rex. Big old turd.
Oh, man. That could have been leftovers of a velociraptor.
Yeah. Museum is free. So if you're passing through Williams, you just pop right in there, look at some poop.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. The guy who opened it named it the Pooseum.
Pooseum.
Yes, buddy.
I like that.
I know.
Pooseum.
Uh-huh.
That's pretty badass.
Uh-huh.
I would go out of my way for that. Will you?
Let's hear a jingle.
Stand right up, folks, and gather near. There's a museum that's sure to cheer. From T-Rex turds to Stegosaurus scat, it's a fossilized poop. Imagine that. Dino tongue, prehistoric clock. Take a gander and you won't stop. It's dino doo-doo, ancient poop. It's fossilized poop just for you. At the Fossilized Poop Museum. At the Fossilized Poop Museum.
Oh, my God. So much information.
I'm sold.
I can't believe it. You know, it's funny. I take with my diet, I take so many strange poos at home, I could start my own museum. Every time I look in the toilet, I feel like I'm in a museum. I'm like, what is that? Did that come out of me?
It's weird.
It's green. Oh.
Yeah. Well, you have to get them fossilized, and then you can start a museum.
Wonder if Christy would
That's the key.
curate my turds.
I don't know.
Dip them, fish them out of there.
Some epoxy.
I could put them in the air fryer, dry them out.
No, too far.
Nope.
Do not bring the air fryer into this. I'd stop at the Pooseum for sure. Dinosaur turds, why not? That's crazy. What a time to be alive.
Would you drive 10 miles to see dinosaur poo?
I'd drive 100 miles.
Are you kidding me? Out of the way? Out of the way.
If I'm planning a drive.
In the opposite direction.
What is that? How long does it take? What is that? That's a 4-hour detour?
Round trip.
Yeah. Whatever.
I'd like to go to that, what's that damn UFO thing out near Area 51? There's a little bar there and a little, little shop.
Yeah, make a day of it, dude.
That looks like fun. Just go and hang out with the kooks.
I'm saying.
And then you say, look up there, see that guy, he's got a sniper rifle across that line.
Yeah.
You're going to be a permanent, what they say in Indiana Jones?
I don't know because I've never seen them.
That's right, I forget. You're no help. You're going to be a permanent addition to this Area 51, Dr. Jones. What else would I drive out of the way for? God, Paul, how about you in a roadside attraction? Great roadside attraction. Hayward.
Hadn't given it any thought.
Hayward has the giant, whatever. Muskie.
Mercer's got the giant loon.
If you go to Al Johnson's in Door County, they got goats on the roof. I've been on the roof. That dude took me up there. We have Pinky the elephant up in the forest.
See, those are a little different because I feel like those are like on your way to things.
Right.
These are kind of like you semi-plan to go out of your way to them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Trying to think of, the Sputnik thing is in, we almost went to it.
I want to go to the Ball of Twine, too.
That was in Manitowoc? It's on the way up to Door County when you take the lakeside.
Yeah.
The Sputnik thing. It's where it landed. It landed on the main street.
Weird.
You're telling me.
Yeah.
Like, what am I looking at?
And they just left it there?
What is that, a can opener? No,
Yeah.
it's Sputnik, you moron. It's so weird. No, they pulled it out of the street.
Okay.
There's an orange cone there.
Right. Totally. They just have it taped off.
60 years later.
Just go stand and look at it.
There's a penny somewhere. I can't remember where the penny is.
Yeah, we've gone to the penny.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, whatever. I like all those stupid cheesy things.
I get it. They are kind of fun.
I don't know why I like them, but I do.
I suppose you could go around the country on a vacation and just seeing all the weird road signs.
Yeah. Well, there's weird museums. There's like the Miniature House Museum in Carmel, Indiana. I want to go to.
I was going to get to the motorcycle museums in Iowa. I think it closed. I never got to it. That's still open.
Sad.
It's not a Harley museum. I think it's the National Motorcycle Museum. You have been there, Paul?
No. World's best cup of coffee?
Is that a wall drug?
I don't know.
Oh, it's in Anamosa. Anamosa, Iowa. Is that still open? I think that's still open. I got to get down for that one. That looks like fun.
There's lots of stuff to do on the way, too. All right, well.
All right, man.
Pooseum. It's on the list.
Pooseum.
Mm-hmm.
Don't stop squirming and pulling your sister's hair. I'm trying to get the turd in the picture.
Yeah.
Dumbing down your smartphone. One podcast at a time. Listen, rate, and subscribe to the JJO Morning Show podcast. Get up with Johnny and D. JJO.
National Cheese Day, bitch.
Welcome to the show.
Say cheese.
Cheese, cheese. Cheese, please, Louise.
I love cheese.
Happy National Cheese Day.
I got nothing here but cheese.
Ooh, cheese.
You don't eat cheese?
I am lactose intolerant.
Well, sorry, today's not your day.
Well, maybe tomorrow.
This is the cheesiest
show ever.
Everybody, here we go. Say cheese.
Cheese.
National Cheese Day. It was established right here in Monroe, Wisconsin.
I don't know what to do with my cheese slice.
Throw it in your mouth hole. Established in 1914 in Monroe, Wisco. This holiday began as a way to encourage tourism, featuring everybody's favorite friggin' dairy product.
No kidding.
Yeah. So let's talk about cheese, you son of a bitch.
Ooh. Very aggressive.
Yeah. I'm passionate about cheese.
Share your recipes. Bring it on. Phone lines are open.
Okay. And it is also National Dairy Month.
Ah, yeah.
Which shout out to the was it the Dairy Council that brought in all that cheese for us? And
it was so good.
They had some sort of sausage. I don't even know what the hell was in there. There was chunks of something in there.
It was a mystery chunk. I don't know what. At first, I thought it was dates or something. I'm like, what is this?
It might have been. I don't know.
It was bizarre. I couldn't figure it out.
It
might have been another sausage.
Right. Like a sausage inception. But I was like, why did I start eating this? Because I cannot stop.
Yeah. I didn't want to look like the dumb guy, so I'm like, I'm enjoying this. Yum, tasty sausage. I'm a big fan.
But I totally know what it is.
I had no clue.
Yeah. It was just delightful. Okay. U.S. dairy farms produce roughly 21 billion gallons of milk annually. All 50 states in the U.S. do have dairy farms, which that makes sense. But I did see, it's weird when you go through Utah and there's it's desert, and then those mountain towns, it's all rocks. And then there'll be one section of pasture that they have irrigated, and there'll be cows grazing there. I'm like, doesn't it just seem wasteful? Weird? Why do it here? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It just seems very strange. It takes 10 pounds of milk to make 1 pound of cheese. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
I didn't know that either. What do you think the most popular cheese in America is?
Kraft sliced cheese.
No. And you know what? If you freaking bring that up again on this show, I'm going to kill you. I'm straight up kill you.
I know, but it's so easy and simple when I get home. I don't have to overthink anything.
Yeah, because I know you worry about overthinking things. It's a real problem.
Number one, cheese.
This is so easy, dude.
American.
No.
Italian. Austrian.
American cheese is not cheese, first of all, which is why Kraft singles are not cheese.
Bulgarian.
Cheddar.
Cheddar.
Jeez.
Yes, some cheddar. Man, you know who does a great adult grilled cheese is the Vintage.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's the best one I've ever had. And I couldn't finish it. And that's saying something because I'm a horse.
Yeah.
I mean, parts of me are a horse. Anyways, I would put...
those hooves are really weird.
I'm going to put that down. That nose.
Call the farrier.
For the nose? That would be weird. No, you try that Vintage grilled adult toast. It's one of Madison's joyful meals. I mean it.
Yeah.
And I had a couple of their own little tomato soup. It was unbelievable.
Yeah. Magnificent.
Hey. You know what I heard? I heard a little rumor yesterday. It might be a secret. Maybe I shouldn't say it.
Are you talking out of school right now?
I think I am. Should I do it or not?
Well, I don't know. It's too late now. You can't do this to us.
Well, I was told that Vintage is moving out to Cross Plains. They're going to put another Vintage in.
Trent's all driving his car into a pole right now.
And I leapt with joy. And I may have peed myself a little bit.
Well, yeah, that's just your age.
I heard it's going. What's the old? I don't have all the details, but that's what I heard yesterday on the golf course. Somebody told me that we were talking food, and the vintage came up.
Well, that's pretty cool.
As it quite often does.
Yeah.
But yeah, of course. Even though they're right up the road in Sauk, it's interesting. But man, you got to be happy with that. I'm gonna look up see what they put on that sandwich. It's unbelievable.
Cool. Yeah, why not?
I don't want to turn this into a vintage commercial. But.
Yeah, well, I don't care. You can go ahead and do that.
What else about cheese?
Yeah, mozzarella is the most popular in the world. Correct, dairy farmer. That is messaging. Thank you, sir, dairy farmer. Squeeze a tit for me today.
Okay.
All right, I got some more facts here. Why not? Cheese has been around for thousands of years. Its origins dating back to ancient times, back when Greg Bear was born. It is believed that cheese was accidentally discovered by nomadic tribes who stored milk in containers made from animal stomachs. The natural enzymes in the stomach lining would curdle the milk, resulting in the formation of curds. And they were like, man, this is squeaky and delicious. I think I'll fry it in breading. Yes. Cheese comes in a wide variety of types, but American is still not a cheese.
Oh, well. Use your imagination for crying. It's the adult. It's the adult. Wait, where am I at? I just had it. I mean, loaded grilled cheese sourdough is particularly critical in the legend of this sandwich. Pepper jack, onion, American, tomato, and avocado.
Yeah.
It is with tater tots and a side of soup. Glorious lunch.
Yeah, that's a lot of food.
It's so much food, and I couldn't finish.
Yeah.
Well, that's because I had 6 beers with it. That's my drinking problem is beside the point.
Jesus Christ, dude, that's like 4,000 calories.
I'm buff. I mean, I'm a little bloaty this morning, but that's all right.
No wonder why your heel hurts.
Does anybody know what happens when your heel, you can't walk in your heel? Anybody? I woke up, I couldn't walk on my heel this morning. I was golfing in my flip-flops yesterday at the golf outing, and I think I may have tweaked a nerve.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, I have to say this.
Oh.
As the food critic of Madison, on a budget, the Oaks Golf Course now has, are you sitting down?
You're looking right at me.
Oh, yeah. An espresso martini machine.
Yeah.
From Kettle One. And then they mix up the little espresso, and you hear a little whir, a whiz, a grind.
That's pretty sweet.
It spits out the perfect martini.
That's amazing. Oh, my God, it's a Miss Dairy Farmer. I'm sorry.
Dude?
I assumed you were a dude, and that's terrible of me.
You need an espresso martini.
I do.
You earned it.
I will pull my own tit for that mistake.
So I told them they need to put a corner up over at the Oaks bar and put a fine tablecloth.
You need to be careful with them espresso martinis, though, because it's real espresso and you won't be able to sleep.
Sleep when I'm dead. And then we'll put a little fine dining table over in the corner, and when I'm done golfing, I can change into a nice Hawaiian shirt, go over and sit down and have a ribeye.
Well, I'm glad you have a plan.
Well,
that's good.
That's what got me this far.
Clock Tower Cheese in Milwaukee serves a giant cheese curd sandwich. What?
You don't get this excited over Christmas.
I've never made it in time before they sold out. Oh, you have to have a man in the store to get it for you. Oh, my God. A giant cheese curd sandwich.
What do you need? What do you mean a man?
Well, because they said they never make it in time before it sells out. So it's like you have to have someone there.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's see. Clock Tower Cheese.
Fair enough.
I still say the Curter Burger was,
The Curter Burger. Dude, I'm sorry. So overrated. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, it could have been.
All right.
It really could have been something.
I think it was so hyped. I think the hype was so insane. It couldn't possibly live up to it.
Okay, now listen. I feel the breading is the problem.
I agreed.
If it was if the Curder Burger disc, Craig Culver, are you listening? Unblock me on Twitter. If the breading on the curd disc.
What'd you do to Craig?
I don't know. If it was like a lighter breading, like the chicken strips are at Dailies, like the tempura, like just the lighter instead of the
the deeper. Yes. It was almost
rougher.
Yes.
And that way you have the gooier, stringier, pullier cheese.
That's a great call
for the Curder Burger.
I do not disagree with any of that. It was man, and I like Culver's, so it's hard.
That's besides the point.
It's hard to be critical. It wasn't a disaster, but man, you're right. I thought it would have been on that end more than just, hey, here's a deep fried curd. And there was nothing special about it. And to your point.
Right.
To your point. But depending on how you like your cheese curds.
Right. Like I was looking at it, I was like, you could have been something, man.
and then I sat next to her and I ate hers. I mean, I don't like it, but I'll finish it if you're not going to.
Yeah.
Now I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
It's it made history, and that's all that matters.
I know.
The cheese disc.
Man, I do. There's something about curds though, and there's the whole thing with curds, like finding taverns that have amazing curds, and I don't know, and just like there's like a weird, like a kinship with Wisconsinites and curds, you know?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. Well, it's fun, like going out trying craft beer. I mean, it's just.
Or it'll be like, you know.
It's always an adventure.
Someone will be like, check out this tavern while you're heading up there and make sure you get the curds, you know, or whatever. Like, it's, I don't know. It's, we are bonded together by curds, and I would like to apologize to my lactose intolerant friends. Just pop a Lactaid before we hang out, and it'll be fine.
Yeah, it's like steak lovers arguing over who's got a better steak.
Yeah.
And, all the things. It's fine. Everything's fine. Hey, I have something for you. Excuse me.
Was that it?
No, it wasn't the belch.
Oh, I was like, damn, dude.
That's a real showstopper there, wasn't it?
It's like, wow, I didn't know we were that level. Okay.
All right, check this out. I'm going to need some feedback on this. I'm talking through our music. I apologize. Guess who just passed Pepsi as the second biggest soda brand? Mofo. Take a guess. I mean, I know you know, but let it stew for a minute. Think about this.
Fago.
What'd you call me? Think about who just passed Pepsi as the second biggest soda brand. I mean, I'm surprised, not surprised. So I'm 50-50. I'm 51% not surprised.
Tab.
Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, man, I've been Diet Dr. Pepper. I've been on a whole kick for like a year and a half.
Christy will always have that 12er of Diet Dr. Pepper in our house at all times.
Yeah, it's, dude.
I mean, I'm not a diet fan per se, but
it's so good.
I am on equal ground with Pepsi and Dr. Pepper if I had to make if push came to shove.
And I don't know what happened.
It's because I think I've drank so much Pepsi and Coke in my life. And now I'm just like, okay, it's time to give the pepper some airtime.
Because I don't know that I've really noticed like an increase in ads or like a change in ads.
I haven't at all.
Yeah, but I have within the last year for sure. And I've even said something about it where I was like, man, I feel like a lot of people have been drinking Dr. Pepper lately.
I agree with you. After years of slowly gaining market share, Dr. Pepper inched ahead of Pepsi as the number 2 soda brand. Coke is the leader by a comfortable margin. Last year it captured. And by the way, do you still get the warm fuzzies? I live over where there's a Coke distributor show. I still get the warm fuzzies when I see a Coke tractor trailer with all the red.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Dr. Pepper Zero is the truth, Jason.
One of the great logos ever in the history of the world, Coca-Cola.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Has so many good memories. I just feel good when I see it. Dr. Pepper inched ahead of Pepsi as the number 2 soda brand. Coke is the leader. Last year, captured 19% of the soda market in the United States by volume. Dr. Pepper and Pepsi both at 8.3. Dr. Pepper technically ahead. Sprite right on their heels at 8.1. Diet Coke 7.8. Over the years, the peppery soda, 23 flavors, has been growing in popularity, leaning into its identity as a spicy alternative to cola. Founded in 1885 in Waco, Texas, preceded both by Coke and Pepsi. Dr. Pepper established a small but devoted following in the American South, and in the 70s marketed itself to a national audience. Today, they're experimenting with Dr. Pepper strawberries and cream last year. Standout success.
Yeah, I've seen people post about that. There's a coconut Dr. Pepper out right now.
Yep, creamy coconut.
I ain't never had it.
Dr. Pepper, what do you say, America?
Cheers to that.
It is good. I didn't drink a lot of that as I was trying to think of what we drank a lot of. I remember Grandma and Grandpa had Tab.
Oh, yeah, dude.
They always had Tab in the bottles.
Mm-hmm.
I did love Pepsi in the big, long, tall bottles. God, I love those bottles.
You know what? Yeah, and I was thinking about that. God, who the heck was I talking to? Bringing back the returnable glass bottles.
Mm-hmm.
Why aren't we on that? Especially with these younger kids that are all about reducing their single-use plastic consumption. Did you guys do that? Did you get the 6-pack of sodas and then bring them back to the store?
100% we did. I remember that was my job. What did Forrest Gump drink when he went to the White House?
Dr. Pepper.
It was Dr. Pepper. I drank 41 Dr. Peppers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was Forrest drink.
I gotta pay.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm not surprised. I'm pleasantly surprised. I mean, I always root for Dr. Pepper. You know, you want to be. Everybody wants to be a pepper. How'd the thing go?
I don't know.
You can be a pepper. I can be a pepper.
Yeah.
She's a pepper. He's a pepper. Blah 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 blah. Come.
What a catchy jingle.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah. Wow.
Why that never caught on. Anyways, there you go. Goes with anything.
This here texter says it's because Dr. Pepper is more available now at fast food restaurants. Oh, yeah. Maybe. Because they have it, too. All them big soda machines now wherever you go.
Mm-hmm.
It has so many options.
Yeah.
The
Mixing,
interactive ones or whatever.
That's exactly right. Especially like
the first time I used one of those, I was like, what's happening?
I think I was at Noodles the first time I used one of those. I started mixing my drinks up.
Getting crazy over there.
Mm-hmm. Dr. Pepper. God, what else did we drink? Oh, RC Cola was a big one we drank.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if that was a cheaper knockoff. I don't know why we always go. Maybe my dad liked it. I don't remember.
Well, they're in the same company, isn't it? RC, Dr. Pepper, Sunkist.
I did not know that.
I think they're the same distributor, packager thingy.
How'd you feel about Grape Faygo?
Oh, yeah. I'll get a Diet Grape Faygo or a Diet Orange Faygo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We just drank whatever Mom bought. We loved it.
Yeah. Sundrop.
But it seems like when I was a kid, though, there was more Pepsi in my house than Coke. And we go to Grandma and Grandpa's, it was always Tab. And I actually acquired a taste for that. And that is an acquired taste. Tab is not.
Oh, yeah, because diet soda back then was awful.
It was not great.
Yeah.
But.
The zero sugar.
But it was still soda.
Right. The zero sugar sodas now taste. First of all, everybody knows diet sodas taste different. But the zero sugar sodas, there's something about those. They are freaking fire, dude. They are so good.
If you drank a Tab, you'd never forget it.
The JJO Morning Show Podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe. Catch a new show every Monday through Friday, 6 till 10 a.m. on 94.1 JJO or streaming anywhere in the JJO app. Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.